What's motherfucking good, guys? It's your boy, Playboy Hits Jr., aka HC, and today we're gonna be discussing traits of how to become a better leader and traits in your past where you've may shied away from becoming a better leader. Alright, so with leading, you need that as an important trait in your life and how to develop those skills in order to make a following of people essentially replicate what you do or replicate the path that you're showing them how to operate. So with leading, essentially, first you start off by showing people how you want them to react around you. That's by setting a tone. Like, for example, as a musical artist, right? Say my path of music, I want people to be mosh pitting, right? So I want them to be incoherent as possible, as lit or engaged as possible, as energetic as possible, and instead of just sitting there bobbing their head, I'm gonna rally up a group of people that I fuck with while I'm performing and gain them all in a goddamn circle and start fucking hopping up and down and start fucking going crazy to music. So that same type of primitive behavior goes with leading. Some things that you might have noticed in the past that involves leading is like the designated driver. Personally, I don't want my fucking life in no one else's hands. So I don't mind fucking hopping behind a goddamn steering wheel on a fucking drinking day because I can handle my liquor and drive. But I do not recommend fucking drunk driving. That sounds like it's crazy. Another issue is calling shotgun doesn't fucking matter, but the whole point of leading is you're pretty much directing where you guys are headed to. You don't want to essentially succumb to someone else's goddamn decisions all the damn time. If it's like a mutual decision of where to go to, that's fine. Because in the long run, that'll play out with women. The same way women don't know how to lead on certain aspects, such as where you guys want to go eat, where you want to eat at, and she's goddamn dumbfounded and gives you a goddamn hard time. I don't know. I just go to Burger King. I don't want Burger King. Let's go to motherfucking Taco Bell. I want Taco Bell. Let's go to the fucking bar. Oh, I don't want to go there. You see how she's not really changing the situation? So you have to not set expectations of where you're headed to and just fucking go there. Just take the goddamn group, take the girl, motherfucking go there. So that is pretty much setting the example. So you first set the example, like I mentioned before, by showing people how you want them to react to you. What's acceptable around you, what's not acceptable around you, what you smile upon, what you frown upon. You have to fucking make that message towards the first person and you're following extremely clear, because that sets boundaries. Those boundaries are important because they will be later on be used to be respected with later. Now, let's take a sidetrack off. Say you have a fucking project for class. If you don't want to be a fucking leader for that shit, that's fucking perfectly fine, because nobody wants to delegate the fucking work amongst their goddamn classmates that be goddamn nerds. But now if you're at work, like say you have a motherfucking restaurant job and you're in the kitchen, you coordinating the people in the kitchen is different than you just being one role player in the goddamn cut. You can't influence anyone else, because influencing people is essentially what helps create better qualities in a leader. You have to be able to influence them on a positive scale where there's no fucking gossiping about you. People will gossip regardless, but you want to promote a positive, uplifting, upbeat, and up-tempo type of area. And eventually all these type of skills that you'll develop with leading, like the motherfucking Red Ranger, you already know the motherfucking head honcho in charge. Based on his goddamn traits, based on that color, based on the goddamn motherfuckers, how he be fighting and beating the goddamn main character, main evil antagonist by himself. They get separated. The whole point is with these skills you build as a leader in your teens. For first your childhood, then your teens, then your adulthood. That will eventually carry over into a certain part of your adulthood where you'll be raising your family. You don't want your damn wife running the house and making you seem insignificant and obsolete. You want it to come off as a good share of balance. With that balance, you don't want to goddamn be assertive and dominant in front of your kids and make that shit seem weird as hell. But you have to understand how to lead, set activities on what to do, set locations on where to go, let them know how to conduct themselves when they're inside the house, let them know how to conduct themselves when they're outside of the house, how to freaking conduct themselves when you're not around. So when they conduct themselves when they're not around, they're acting like a goddamn embarrassment or freaking happy on goddamn on life. I hope I ain't missed my goddamn turn. Hey, I made my turn. This is it. You saw that? That motherfucker got scared. But leading is a huge aspect in life because that will carry over into your charisma and how you carry yourself. You don't want to be a goddamn awful leader and then everyone despises you. If they do, you have to learn how to trade and change your characteristics. Now, leading and being a boss are two different things, all right? Leading is essentially you in the trenches with your workers, the people that are, your subordinates. You're pretty much in the trenches with them, micromanaging with them, showing them how to do the work while doing the work with them. Now, being a boss is pretty much just delegating the goddamn work. Yo, you do this, you do that. Okay, this will be done by this date. All right, I'm not gonna be hands out. I'm gonna be goddamn with my other motherfucking work. I need y'all to do this, that. Expect it to be done. Before you know it, motherfucking people are going crazy. They're spinning their wheels. They don't know how to react to a situation, and they don't really learn to create true capacity and have that impression set on by a leader. I had this one manager when I was younger. He essentially, I was working in a restaurant, and he showed me when I was working in the kitchen. He said, so after your table orders their food, they're gonna be waiting at the table. So let's count to 60 seconds quietly in our heads. So I counted the motherfucking 60 seconds, and he said, you see how long that was? Now imagine that same time, 60 seconds, time 18 minutes. So on the first day, it's just an awkward silence where people just holding their phones for 18 minutes, most likely in silence if they don't know how to goddamn act. And that sets an impression for the restaurant. But that lesson that he taught me really set a goddamn impression on me. Like, wow. Instead of just hiding in a damn office, he's out here in his shirt and tie conducting me while I'm wearing a goddamn chef coat on how to conduct myself and how to react in the other person's point of view. Because as a leader, you're supposed to see other people's point of view on how to get things done. Some people learn through sight, some people learn through hearing, some people learn through doing things. But as a leader, if you're freaking unaware or ignorant to the way people learn or develop themselves, then you fail as a leader. But alright guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Become better leaders. I'm motherfucking out. And don't miss your motherfucking turn.